My name is Robin Nicole, and I was born on May 8th, 1972. I came in on the Heralds of Light frequency as a way shower of freedom, along with the energy of independence for all. I came to hold the light. I came to help make the world a better place to live in. I also came in with a Chiron wounding in Aries, which means I have a deep core wound around empowerment, self-worth, and rejection. My parents named me Robin, not just because the robin bird is the first sign of spring, but to remind me that I was born to fly, to spread my wings and soar through life, and that I am allowed to take up space in this world. I matter, and I can make a difference to myself and others. I come to finally remember, to finally break the chains that bind, to finally turn the key and open my heart to joy, peace, and happiness. I do this in so many ways that it is way too much to explain in a short bio. I am not just one thing, and I never feel as though I have arrived. As every moment new beliefs arise and new mysteries unfold, I change and evolve. I am light. I am and always will strive to make a difference, to help my fellow man grow and evolve around me, to teach by example, and to always speak my truth. I invite you to get to know me, explore through the eyes of Robin's world. My world revolves around color, around sound, around always seeking to connect fully with my higher self. When I am fully in balance, I create so many things. I am a way shower. I am an artist. I am a channeler of all that is. I am a starlight master who puts one foot in front of the other, even through the toughest of times, and push through adversity to shine my light out into the world as bright as I possibly can. I was guided that at the end of this video, I'm going to, for a little bit of fun, because they're showing me that they want you to see what it is that I did. So I'm going to do, at the end of this video, I'm going to put up the pictures of the different grid work that I was doing. I'll put up when I was in Tara, some different pictures that were taken along the way, what we were doing, me kissing the Andara and putting it off, and what happened and putting it into the well. And then I'll put up the pictures of when I was in the middle of the vortex, because I told that story yesterday with the inner earth beings. And I'll put all of them up, and I'm going to put up the pictures that were taken when we went to New York, and we went to open up the portal there, and we took some pictures going all along our path, and there was all kind of, you'll see along the pictures, there was all kinds of little fairy houses and stuff like that. And then elementals, there was like stone people, stone formations, all of that was in there. And so I'm going to just show you, and you can look at the different pictures and you can see the different shapes in the stones and in the little nooks and crannies that we found. And when we were in New York, Jessie May was putting little orgone pieces that she had all along into these, like, as little presents for the elementals in the little fairy houses and stuff like that we were finding along the way. There was all kinds of nooks and crannies. And then when I did it up here in Torc, which is where I am right now, I'm in Torc. It's in Killarney. my son and I went out and did that one, and so I'll put up some pictures of that. There's different things that happened when we were doing that, and I'll put up pictures of us playing. In fact, I'm going to take this off. Whoops, sorry about that. And I'm just going to show you with the camera this over here. See that tree that's like kind of falling down over there? Inside that tree there's like a little hole. If you kind of like really look close, that's where my son and I took the pictures that I'll show you of him like peeking his head through the hole. And these are like little houses. Like, look at this. This is like all like berry houses. It's so cool. Okay, so the pictures that I'm going to show you right now, and I might do snippets of the video, are of Tara and what we did up at the well. So it's just going to be putting up different pictures of us going up, maybe looking. There's a part of the snippets of us when we were on our journey going up, when we were traveling around looking for which well was the right one. We went on a little journey the night before. And then there's little snippets and video snippets that I'm going to be putting up of us when we were preparing the area, because we had to clean up the well before. We had to kind of take the old stagnant energy out of it before we placed the crystal into the well. So I'll be putting up a little bit of footage of us kind of doing that. There is a little bit of footage of Geraldine. She is doing some light language and writing some codes on her hands, and she's doing it. It's part of the ceremony that we're going to be doing. And I'll put up little snippets of the ceremony that we did. And then I'm going to put up snippets of the well, and I'm going to be putting up pictures of the well at different stages. I've gotten pictures sent to me from different people that have been up there, and so you can see what's happening with the well now. And so that's the section that I'm going to be putting up next. Graciously accepted by the Gaians that love and honor her. And so it is, and so it shall forever be. Now, they were beautiful. Those pictures were beautiful of the well. So now I'm going to take you to New York, and I'm going to show you some pictures of us going up, doing the opening up the portal, I might show you when I was actually putting the water into, or the crystal into the water. You can't really hear anything. The water is too strong. But you can actually see the pictures. There's a few pictures of my friend Amy and the group of us that were up there. I'll put up pictures of myself, Amy, Misty, Jesse, and Rick Talley. We're all just doing different parts of the ceremony and the altar and all the things that we did up there. So I'll just give you pictures of the snippets of that. And there'll be pictures you'll be seeing in New York where we were kind of going up and we were having a lot of fun, and we were taking pictures of all kinds of like little fairy houses, and Jessie was placing the orgone pieces into the little houses. So that's what you'll be seeing, different parts of that footage of what we did that day, and I hope you enjoy it. Now, the next one this is going to be footage of what we did up at Torc, my son and I. You'll be seeing lots of pictures that we did up there, and I also was up here today just taking videos of the different areas, and so I'll be putting that into this footage of the area where we were at, and enjoy it. I hope you enjoy this, and just me just sharing on what we did, and just give you a little bit of like what the area was like and what the energy felt like. I place you with love into the water. I'm now taking this lovely pyramid, orgone pyramid that Jessie gave me to place somewhere here in Ireland, and I'm putting it here into this special portal, just like we did in Filmore Glen. I'm also placing a dingle crystal like we did in Filmore Glen. And so it is. I just want to show everybody how private this spot is. It's literally totally and completely off from the area where people live. It's like a little hole, and there's like a cave around here, and there's just tons and tons of elementals here. And I just want to share this with you because this morning I was told that I needed to come and do this today. That it needed to be done on Halloween because the veil is the thinnest at this time. And so I ask all of you who hold an Andara and want to put and connect with this, hold your Andara, is what I'm being told, and connect with this Andara that I just put into the water, and the one that's in Filmore Glen, and the one that's in Tara, and other ones that other people had put along the grid lines. And put your intent that the water turn crystalline and that the new vibration rises in through the planet, and that we can all live in a multi-dimensional world. Now I just want to take you along this line of little elemental housing. There's like a whole line. And it just keeps going. It's like, I know the elementals are in here. I just want you to see what it is that I get to see and where I am, the sacred place that I'm at the moment. I'm taking you over. I'm on the other side. If you look in between those trees that I'm showing you, right on the edge of where the water goes around the corner, where the trees are kind of like going over the river, right past there, there's like a pine tree. I was underneath the pine tree and I put the crystal in the water right down inside of there. So I'm on the other side of the water this time. I'm just showing you the water and where I put the crystal in. Back on Halloween. I can't get around the corner any farther. I've kind of come to a stop. This is as far as I can go on this side of the water. It's absolutely beautiful, isn't it? Now I'm giving you another angle. This is the other side of the river. If you go way down where the water starts, up towards the, if you look right down in, not at the bottom where I'm showing you now, but way up at the top, that is the corner. That is exactly where I put the crystal. You can't get to it from this side, but it's exactly where it went. And so the water is now crystalline and it's flowing all the way down. Look at that. I decided to go on a walk after my meditation. Okay, this is the little nook, this is the little corner. This is like on the other side of the water where I put the crystal. And this little nook here When my son was younger, we used to come out here. And in this area, where this nook was, is where we came upon the fairies. There were fairies living in this area. It's hidden. It's not like where normal people can actually be. This is where we found the fairies playing. They didn't realize that we were here. My son visually saw them. The Tuatha De Danann. They reside in this area. This is their home. And up above that waterfall is where I was in there putting in the crystal to activate the waters. The elementals are absolutely loving it. I had to bring you up here and show you this. Isn't it beautiful? This little nook. Stones. It looks very, very much like the area that we were in New York, except for the stones and the rocks are different. They're not as much like shale slate rocks like what we had in New York that were falling apart underneath our feet. These are different. So I just thought I'd come out and just show you. I'm hoping that people are enjoying this footage. I am light, I am light. I am light, I am light. I am not the color of my eyes. I am not the skin on the outside. I am not my race. I am not my something. I'm the soul inside. I am light. You all are light. I am light. I am light. There's a face inside there. If you look up over the top there, you'll see a face inside one of the stones. I am light, I am light. I am light, I am light. I am not the color of my eyes. Look at this. There's a hero. If you look inside your heart, you don't have to be afraid of what you are. There's an answer. If you reach inside your soul, and the sorrow that you know will melt away. And when a hero comes along with the strength to carry on, and you cast your fears aside, and you know you can survive. So when you feel like hope is gone, look inside you and be strong, and you finally see the truth. That a hero lies in you. Hero lies in every single one of you. You don't have to do anything amazing to do something loving for the earth. Just be. Be in it. Love it. And the earth will share back presence of magic and love back to you. The earth is regenerating now. Here's inside the forest, right around the corner from where I placed the crystal up in Torc. And I'm going to take you around the corner now and show you the area from the side, from exactly where we were. Here's the other side of where I was when I was sitting doing my talk. There's the tree that was tipped over that I was sitting under. So this is what it looks like from the other side. That's where I was sitting doing my talk today. And here's the tree on the other side that I was talking about. So there's that tree that I was showing you on the other side of the hill. Now we're coming on to the site where I actually placed the crystal. I'm going to do a little walking. So this is the place. I brought myself underneath here. And I brought myself inside this area. And there's a little overhang that overhangs over the water. You have to be very careful because there's a spot in here where there's a hole in the ground that I could actually fall through. Whoops. And I don't want to do that. But this is the area. This is exactly where I put the crystal into the water. Right in there is where I put the Andara. I put a crystal from Dingle. And I put one of Jesse's orgons into the water inside there. And it flows down here. So this is where, on the other side I was showing you, this is exactly where the river turns and then it goes down. And I showed you pictures from the other side. I showed you a video from the other side. So this is where we are. I'll show you the hole in the ground. There's literally a hole right there. And that hole in the ground, if you step through it, you'll end up down inside the water. I don't want to do that. So, there you go. Take in the sight. Now this isn't easily accessible. It's like you have to really walk off the path to get to it. So this is like right around the nook of the cranny where we saw the fairies on the other side, where I showed you the waterfall with the fairies. So I hope you enjoyed the tour. I hope you guys enjoyed the tour. This is the end of the tour as we know it. And I hope you enjoyed it. This is what I did today, just to kind of give you something to watch and something to do. Nothing happened with the Andara project until 2024, when I was guided to take a Andara and place it in a well in Glastonbury, because Glastonbury is the first chamber of the heart chakra. And I was told by my guides that if I placed it into the well, that it would finish the work that I started back in 2019 up in the Hill of Tara, placing the Andara into the well there. And it would be bringing high vibrational water to anybody that would be drinking it to help them with their ascension process. And so when I got to Glastonbury, I'm just going to tell you the story now that's part of in the book. I'm just going to read that part of the story. When we arrived at the Chalice Well area, I was pleasantly surprised. It was more vast and even more beautiful than I had imagined. Linda guided me up to the wellhead and the sanctuary, and the well was nothing like the overgrown, uncared-for well in Tara. The wellhead had a proper cover, beautifully embellished with exquisite brass and copper designs. It was decorated for the harvest season with ornate displays of orange, yellow, and red flowers and leaves. Candles were lit all around the well, and there were small stone walls with benches for sitting and reflecting. Linda explained that talking was not allowed at the wellhead, as it is considered a sanctuary space. There were people visiting when we arrived, so I moved away from the wellhead to figure out what to do next. I had my new wand and Andara in my bag and my new Lemurian oracle deck that Linda had gifted me. I created an altar and pulled some cards for guidance. As I sat there, a rat came out to greet us. I looked up the spiritual meaning of the rat and learned that it represents strong intuition and a sharp sense of both opportunity and danger. This message encouraged us to seize the opportunity when it arises, but also to be cautious about releasing the Andara while others were around, as it could be dangerous if people knew what we were doing, or it might cause a scene. While waiting for the people to move away, I drew 3 cards. The first card was number 54, Trust Your Innocence. It confirmed that this was the right place to leave the Andara at the head of the well. However, we had to wait until the area cleared, as it would be risky for the wrong people to witness what we were doing. The card reminded us that we came to the well with integrity, humility, and openness to help the waters of the earth's heart chakra return to their purest original vibration. It advised us to place the Andara with trust and innocence, knowing we were doing exactly what we were meant to do. The second card, number 41, was Realm Bridger. It represents the connection between what was, what is, and what we are bringing down, a bridge between dimensions, and the Andara would become a bridge anchoring crystalline higher frequencies. Once placed, it would bring down these frequencies, and all who drink from the waters with humility and innocence would be reconnected to the water's original intent. This would help each person anchor this divine download into Mother Gaia, returning the earth to its original blueprint. Through this, each person would ascend to the higher level as they embody and embark from these waters. The final card I drew was number 36, Manifestation, and the words from the card were used when during the Andara release ceremony, which I'll explain next. As soon as everyone quickly left the wellhead, we knew it was our moment to release the Andara into the well. Linda and I began walking around the wellhead. I weaved the crystal wand in a figure-8 pattern as I walked and sang around the well trees. I sang the Lemurian peace song, and then I held hands with Linda. And here's the Lemurian peace song. Aya ki, aya kaya, kia kaya lu. Anako, anakaya, kia kaya lu. Anako, ayana, kia, anakaya lu. Anakia, kia kaya lu. I gave Linda space to speak, and she quietly spoke some light language, and afterwards I spoke the words from the third card. We sowed the seed of this multidimensional Andara by dropping it into the well. In doing so, we knew it would manifest for all those who come to the well with pure intent, to follow their hearts, create their reality, make magic happen, and know that dreams do come true. We are the creators of our own reality, and both Linda and I trust that it is so. As above, so below. We held the Andara above the wellhead, cupping it in our intertwined hands, and then quickly released it into the well. As soon as we finished, a woman came over and took pictures of us, and we had a brief chat with her. Afterwards, we walked down to the gardens and paused between two yew trees. We took off our shoes and began to dance and sing light language into the earth. I did my usual routine, dancing in figure eights with the wand while singing, I am light, I am beautiful and bountiful, I am light. It was a wonderful experience, and after Linda shared how much she loved being with me in that way, saying it was invigorating for her soul, she mentioned that she would never have done this in public if it weren't for me. So that's what we did, and while I was telling you the story, I just put up some pictures. We didn't have a lot of photographing done when we did that. It was short and sweet and to the point. So I hope you enjoy the what we did with the Andara project.